Hey guys, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. Today I'm going to explain what outbreaks and upsurges are in your quests and your hunts, right? But first, I want to dedicate and show something really interesting. I'm going to put on my farming armor, which is right over here. This is my leather set, which basically has my full-on botanist and geologist skills right over there at level 3, which are going to increase the amount of things that I can harvest and mine essentially. So we're going to basically be farming. So let me go to Minato here in the hub because some of the better stuff is always farmed over here. We're going to go here, we're going to go to high rank, and we're going to go to expedition tour to explain this. Now on every single quest, you can press the R key and it will basically show you a different amount of information over here, right? So what we're looking at is right at the top there, locale info. It says here there's an outbreak of Izuchi. This means we're going to be finding a lot more Izuchi monsters running around the Shrine Ruins in this expedition tour specifically. We also have an upsurge of bonepiles. Now these do change every time you do a quest and you come back here. These will have different types of outbreaks and different upsurges. What an upsurge means is that when I actually go gather from these bonepiles, I'll be getting a lot more bonepiles than I would in a usual quest. And if I go down here, you can see the Frost Islands has an outbreak of Zamite and an upsurge of mining outcrops. So if I'm looking to hunt for mining outcrops, honestly, I would go for the Frost Islands right now because every time I mine from something, instead of getting 1 ore of everything, I'm going to get 3 ore of everything. So you have to plan out your things like this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Basically mining outcrops and bone piles for everything else. So I'm going to go to the tour. I'm going to go tour the islands, the Frost Islands in a tour expedition. And I'm going to go harvest mining outcrops. I'm going to focus on that. But first, let me eat a meal. Go order the bunny Dango. You can see there is a raisin de toir, which is a special Dango that you can get if you're lucky. It does change over time. This is one that changes every so often. So you can't always come here and get the same one. This one reduces the time between gathering point respawns. So instead of waiting 5 minutes for special things to respawn so that you can harvest them again, you can wait 2.5 minutes or like 3 minutes odd. I think it's somewhere around that time. So I'm going to put this one on here. It's amazing. And then I'm going to go right to the end. I'm going to increase the quantity of the honey I gather when I gather, which is good. And the Call of the Wild, which is going to increase my rare crafty creatures to appear, like those special lizards, boulder lizards, things that are going to give me some good stuff. Use a Dango ticket to increase those to 100% activation chance, and we're going to order. And now that we have those skills, we can depart and go on the quest. So when you do have an upsurge of something in your quest, you will notice it because this one has an upsurge of mining outcrops, right? So you have all these sparkly effects over the thing in question. Now this means this item or this farming node or gathering thing is on the upsurge. So when I harvest this over here, it's going to give me 3 times the amount that it would normally give me. And thanks to Slappy Cheese for pointing this out for me, because I wouldn't have known for the upsurges without him telling me all about it. So thanks for letting me know, dude. So when I press A here and I harvest this, you'll see there I'll get 3 of everything and then 4 Dragonite ores, so that's pretty cool. And without an upsurge, you'll see the mining crops do not give as much of the materials or resources as they do before. You should also know that every 10 minutes, the upsurges for a quest will change, and you can see this by a little message at the bottom right of your screen. And you can also press the plus button, go to the second panel, and go to quest info to see what is the current upsurge. By looking at the bottom there, you can see there's an outbreak of baggy and an upsurge of local items for the Frost Islands currently in the quest that I'm in. And you can also see some further information by going to the left and the right. And essentially now I will just keep looking for more ore to mine and basically do a complete farming run like this over here, finding another mining outcrop and keep mining it so I can get a bunch of these ores the quickest way possible. Okay, so here is a bone piles, right? This is a bone pile right over here. I want to show you what resources or items I get here. This is without the upsurge, okay? So when I collect here, this is what we're going to get. We're going to get 1 bone, 2 bone, 2 bone, 2 bone, okay? So now I'm going to leave the quest. Let's say I've mined all my mining nodes. I don't want to wait for them to respawn. I'm done. I've collected everything. I can go back to the village right now. Alright, so I'm back at the quest counter looking at the expedition tour for the Tour of the Ruins, where you can see the upsurge is for bone piles. I'm going to take this one, right? But if I come down here to the bone piles, which is on an upsurge, and we compare the drops from here compared to the other one that we just had, let's look at the difference here. This one is on an upsurge, right? With the same armor, you can see we got 6 twisted rock bones and a bunch of sturdy bones. That is a massive difference. So when you're farming for stuff, you always want to be looking for stuff that's on the the upsurge. So if you're basically going to go mining and looking for mining outcrops, you're going to want to wait until a quest or expedition tour has an upsurge of mining outcrops so that you can get 3 times more and even more rare drops than usual, because it's going to be 3 times your amount. So you're going to be wasting your time farming something if it isn't on an upsurge. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it made sense for what to farm and how to farm it. For example, like here, you would do mining outcrops, and here you would focus on bone piles. If you're not interested in either of those, honestly, you have to do another quest and wait for these to all reset, or go into one of them and wait like 10 minutes for the upsurge to change to a new item, like maybe local items in a map where the things are specific to that map only, and they will also give you Kimura points for collecting them. I hope this video was helpful. If I did leave any information out, please feel free to add it in the comments below. And if you are struggling with anything, you can leave a comment down below and I will reply to every single comment anyway, so I should help you like that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.